So here's Jessica's page, and you can see it's extensive. We've been talking together a lot. She got pictures of the contract we signed and everything over here, talking for months. And then we left her property, and she started talking to Lauren about how I had mercury poison and had murdered Lisa in some really high school bullshit. Of course, I think we all know nobody murdered Lisa. She's still with us. And the last conversation we had, we were cheersing each other with coffee and everything, and then it was real pleasant. And then next thing you know, I'm blocked. Well, then I start getting brought to my attention that, let's see where we at. Yeah, there's Lee on her page. Isn't that funny? It's anyways, then next thing I get is Cheryl Van Horn is talking about how Jessica here, Painted Turtle Endeavors, knows that I got an agenda, secret agenda. Nobody's talking about what it is, but I've got a secret agenda. So we got a trifecta here with Lauren and Jessica and Miss Van Horn, who I haven't even spoken to in a couple of years. Obviously running around the internet still talking about me. Well, she's talking about Jessica too, telling friends of mine that Jessica here knows about a hidden agenda, and so do the tribes, and they're not going to let me back in Michigan. Now, I haven't talked to Jessica since I just showed you there the last date where we were having a conversation. She had told me that she had sepsis. So I gave her a week or so. They just got moved out of the place. I had agreed, openly in live several dozen times with her, conversing about the money she owed me, or owes currently me. And I told her, make sure your grandkids are in a healthy spot first. And they've moved into a healthy spot. And then she blocked me. Now, I've watched her personally do this to two different employees that I have worked with live on this channel, all documented. Tristan first, and I've got all these messages that I scrolled through that even if she deletes her account, I've still got that is court admissible about the contracts and the money she owes me per hour. And I worked there for a month, Jessica. $3,600 a week. Now, you can pay me at your leisure. I don't care. But you're going to fucking explain to me why all of a sudden I'm not allowed on your property. And you're mad at me. Because I've never done anything to you or said anything to you about the money you owe me or anything. And you were actually, last time I spoke to you, in your own language, coming out of your mouth, you couldn't wait till I got back. And now all of a sudden, you don't want me on your land. And we haven't spoken in between those times. Now, the only thing I've ever done is promote your fucking Painted Turtle Endeavors, which kind of confuses me, Jessica. Is this coming out of Cheryl Van Horn? Because last time I knew, you were talking some amazing stuff about me, having mercury poison and everything. Or is it the fact that the cross on the snakehead here? Do the tribes not want this show? Does your Gun Lake tribe putting pressure on you? Have they bought you out? If so, I think you should probably go ahead and pay me. Blue jadeite, feathered serpent. Hundreds of these were piled around truck-sized ones in your backyard. You kept telling me were burial grounds. I kept telling you the only thing they buried there was the truth. We never found a bone one, Jessica. Dug down 8 feet, found the actual pit that they make these things in. Supposed to be meeting Michigan Archaeology Department out there, head, this summer. I will be going to MSU at some point, with or without you. Anyways, the only thing I'm asking from you is an explanation as to why you're doing this, and to oblige yourself to the contract that you made me sign. I didn't even want to sign it. Well, you made me sign it. Remember? I remember. I've got your words in both Painted Turtle endeavors and here. I mean, my entire life is documented. So if you can come up with getting Lauren to talk about how I'm mercury sick in the brain and murdering people, makes me wonder what's going on now. Jessica, are you going to answer it, or are you just going to, oh, you can't come back? Yeah. Well, I don't need to come back to put you in court. I know your last employee won. I've got me and him working live together the first day on your property on video. Mr. Tristan and I remember the day he quit working for you. He was a criminal. He was a horrible person because you owed him fucking months of fucking back pay contracted on. And you literally blocked him every avenue. And then next thing I know, you're in court because he had to sue you, and he won. He won payment. And Jessica, I don't want to have to do that, but you're leaving me with no choice. From your actions only. Okay? You haven't even explained your actions. Not one, behind your fucking actions. What do you expect me to think? I don't really care if it is high school bullshit, he said, she said stuff with somebody I haven't spoken to in years. Or if it's the fact that you owe me a grand sum of money that I haven't asked for, in hopes that we were going to continue this through. I had even told you, once you open these temples, you're going to have more gold than fucking King Tut's tomb. So what am I worried about you paying me? You'll have the money. I've never stressed you of it, but I'm beginning to. Now, as far as your grandfather died, I'm terribly sorry. And I feel horrible for your grandmother. I actually liked your grandfather. And I really like your grandmother. She's a very nice lady. However, Jessica, you have a legal obligation. And if you're going to be like this, I'm going to hold you to your legal obligation to the letter of the law. Period.